fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city?
What are you whistling for?
Easy, good horse.
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning?
No, I don't care for gossip.
God bless. Good day, good day.
Whoa!
Aye, of course.
Greetings to you.
Do you have a message from Ragman for me?
Aye. He told me to bring this to you. Said you have the head for it.
That's what I call trust. Go on then. What happened?
A couple of nitwits robbed the wife of a rich burgher and sold it all to a fence. Only they didn't expect he'd double-cross them. Now the bloke's up on his high horse saying he'll rat them out to the if you manage to quietly.
Christ, that's quite a story.
Like Ragman says.
All right, I'll help. If you tell me...
You'll need to get into the noble's house on Armour. You'll recognise it right away. The front of the house has a...
Oi.
It won't be easy, so if he's not at home, you'll have to wait for him somewhere else. If you find it...
All right.
But be careful, all right? Stay nice, break a...
Kill that bastard! You hear me? Kill him!
Was he hanging around her?
I'll have a bite to
I
eat,
ain't letting
thanks.
that bastard go anywhere near her. Next time,
A regular
I'll
for
kill him.
life.
I will,
And
if
beyond.
he so much as looks at her. I swear I won't be able to stop myself.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
I've got that new product ready. What's ta-
What can I do for you? How are you doing with the new...
It was hard work.
Worried about the price?
Well...
Do you accept?
more. I'm glad you found what you were looking... for, sir. I'll reach my...
Show me.
You find what you're looking for next time, good sir. God bless.
Show me your way.
What can you, sir?
Show me. I'd like to discuss. Satisfied.
That sounds. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Greeting.
Show me.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
What are you whistling for?
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Come and take your pick. Why do things have to be so...
Whoa, whoa.
Give me some more time. I'll figure it out myself.
Yeah, I hope so. What do you need?
Show me your wares. Let's talk about. Is this enough?
Less. Aye. I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
Well, come to your senses yet? Oh, fuck you. I'm telling you, Conrad's gonna win the tournament. And I'm telling you...
Whoa, whoa.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sin.
Are you satisfied with our repair of the clock, Master Bailiff?
Well, if I'm honest, I did not believe it would work, as you probably noticed.
You were about to call the guards on us.
Are you surprised? The Count... Aber gut. You only come to me when you want something. So what is it this time?
There are strange sounds coming from the forest.
What kind of sounds?
Like someone calling.
And what do you want me to do about it?
Well, I thought you might go and look into it or something.
Are you out of your mind? If you think something is wrong, then go and take a look yourself. I've got enough work as is.
Be careful.
What do you have for... I'd like to discuss... Satisfied?
That's still... Yeah, finally. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Come and take your pick. How's the room? Come and take a look. Quality good. I hope the next time it'll be for the good. Quality goods here.
Nice and slow.
What now?
Whoa!
What would you like?
Hail.
Easy, easy.
Good day.
Nice and slow.
Watch out! Right.
Whoa, whoa.
Right. Hold up.
Lord be with you. See you soon, my friend.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
The cow's been limping. Has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Jesus Christ, taking their time again.
Stranger things have happened.
What dear, he didn't introduce himself.
What if he was the devil? He gives with one hand and takes away twice as much with the other.
I apologize.
Bless you. Where's that? You have a kind master. Hi, man.
Welcome, Henry.
About that,
How's it?
hope this is...
Christ, you found all this, eh? But I reckon I'll handle it.
Oh, I hope it...
Bad man knows what he's doing. I'll let you know if anything... God bless, Henry.
What's the hold up?
I'm sorry.
Good day.
How's trade?
I've got the coin.
Thank you very much.
Nice and safe.
Come and take your pick.
Easy, good horse.
I'm ready.
Excellent.
There's nothing...
I'll just grab it. All right, then. I think we can... And you?
I'm ready too.
Off we go. Father Abbot.
Albeck, my friend. Christ be praised. Master Albeck, welcome. I admit I didn't expect we'd meet again so soon.
But at the Italian court, I told you I needed to speak to His Majesty.
I know, of course. But after what happened, and now with what's going on here, nonetheless, King Sigismund has already returned to Hungary.
My friend, we both know your influence reaches well beyond the monastery walls.
And so does yours. In any case, you can gain access to Sigismund's court. That matter still hasn't been settled, Albeck.
Actually, can we speak?
I'd like that, but I'm afraid...
For what's going on, my friend?
I am. There are 3 seriously ill...
The Black Death?
Sadly, we can't rule it out. And I...
Well?
You think I'd be alarmed over nothing?
Forgive me. Where would it have come from? The monastery is isolated. Few are allowed inside the cloisters.
Before King Sigismund decided to stay here, we gave those poor souls food, shelter.
And in poverty, hunger, and
On top of that, there's construction going.
And who are these
Two are members of the monastery, confessor. And
Something seems off.
yes, the maid. Women aren't allowed in the cloister. And they don't meet with the monks, do they?
of course not. That's out of the question.
Then how could she have been infected?
That, alas.
What are we going to do?
We'll go and see to the sick, of course.
But what if we catch him?
My mission is to help those in need. And that risk is part of it. You're free to walk away, of course.
Lord Pisek assigned me to guard you.
I believe he had other kinds of danger in mind.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Thank you, Albeck, for volunteering. I wouldn't have dared ask it of you.
No need to thank me. I'm a physician. And there are people here in need of help. Not only those in the...
That's what I'm praying for. And of course, I'll have a room prepared for you right in the infirmary. Brother Benedict, one of our novices, is there.
Thank you. But I'd like to ask one small favor. I've been here many times before, but Henry's here for the first time. Would one of the brothers be able to show him the monastery?
Of course. If you'd like him, I just spoke with him before you arrived. He'll show you.
Thank you.
Very well. Will you come with me to the infirmary, Henry?
Of course. Wouldn't let you go alone, would I?
I didn't think so. Tell me, Henry, didn't the abbot seem anxious to you?
Yes. Although it's not like he tried to hide it much. The plague's a terrible illness. But surely they'd recognize it in the infirmary. Why would he need you?
Well, the thing is, the monastery isn't
Careful.
in great shape. Not that we noticed right away. King Wenceslas borrowed heavily from settlers. And now the monastery has to sell land to pay off its debts. And when Sigismund marched on the town with his army, that didn't help matters either. And if plague really did break out, that could be the final nail in the coffin. The abbot might be forced to dissolve the monastery. But let's not jump to conclusions. I want to see the sick with my own eyes before we start worrying about the plague.
It's your bloody fault anyway. Oh, I struck you first, and that should have ended the duel, but no, you just had to have...
So, this is the what do you make of it?
But it still counts. Your head's made of oak, is it? Didn't even feel it when I bashed it.
I'm feeling it.
He looks worn out. Doesn't even notice us.
Exactly. At his age, any illness hits far harder. Well, the good news, I suppose, is that he's not...
Really? No one?
A patient isn't a friend or foe.
All right.
Albeg? Albeg of Unichov? Wherever His Majesty goes, But why aren't you...
I was summoned, and since I'm here, the abbot...
Ah, yes. This...
Plague?
Of course not. But until now, it was just my word. In other words,
Henry, allow me to introduce... He once studied under me, but became a trusted friend.
You flatter me, Albeg. And you are...
Henry of Skalitz. By order...
Though I've no idea from what. But...
Quit complaining. Anyway, this here is Dinesh. He didn't come entirely of his own will, either.
Dinesh Latskvi. Gentlemen?
Well then, now we all know it. Zacharias, I presume the abbot summoned you for the same...
Aye. Though, I've only...
So what did you find out?
All three share the same symptoms. It begins with weakness, then comes fever, rash, and later bloody diarrhea. By far the best off is the confessor here. He can still talk. The maid and the translator from the scriptorium are much worse. They sleep most of the day, and when they do speak, it's nonsense, because they're delirious with fever.
Right. In that case, first we need to bring down the fever.
Yes, Benedict. He's a novice and a bit odd, but he knows more about alchemy than Mo.
We'll need linen and clean water for compresses.
Benedict brews a fresh...
And what are...
Mostly bread, fruit.
That doesn't sound like proper food for the sick. If they've got a fever, they need to be drinking a lot, don't they?
You're right. This is no good at all. They might as well be fit. They should be getting something light and nutritious.
Agreed. Dinesh will speak to Solarius.
Consider it done.
Then fetch herbs from Joachim.
Gentlemen?
Joachim, you said.
Can I help in it?
The best thing you could do is find out what disease is spread through foul air. So if...
Who should I start?
If I were you, I'd start... Better hurry.
Who should I ask about the...
As far as I know, her name's Blezhna. She gets her work, and apparently she's got a friend here.
Who might know the monk who was translated?
Everything to do with books is... He likes the sound of his own voice.
Can I help with anything?
No, that's...
Once you've found something, come back.
Oh, I'm gonna die of boredom in here.
Can't you at least be quiet while you do it?
How do you feel?
Like I'm...
Don't worry. I'll let you rest.
What?
Because we need to find out where...
What's that?
The sickness spreads through foul air.
You sound like you know what you're talking about. I can't. I mustn't.
I'm not asking you to reveal anything. Just point me in the right direction.
Perhaps you're right. Look in my cell. It's the one beneath the abbot's chamber, opposite the spiral staircase. I think you'll find...
I'm gonna die of boredom in here. Can't you?
What am I looking...
That you'll...
As you wish.
Wait, please. Do you think that...
What is it?
I'd like to have some flowers.
I'll see what's growing nearby and bring you some.
Thank you, lad.
Look, maybe we could have a rematch once they let us out of here.
You say? You? Forget it. Go train with Carl. He won't put up with your shit.
Young man, could we borrow you for a moment?
What's going on here?
It's about Slavek not knowing...
Shut it, Yeshek! And you...
I'm Henry.
All right then, Henry.
We were having a training duel. Servant brother Carl... Well, Slavek thinks he struck...
You're looking pretty battered.
Yeah. Once we get...
Either way, the fight should have ended the moment I hit...
How did it happen from your point of view?
We were having a training duel, but it wouldn't... I didn't give a toss until he started insulting my mom. I won't have...
That's serious.
That she squints, and I've got it from her. I warned him to show. I gave him a jab in the shoulder, well-placed and educational, to end the fight.
That's a load of crap. He pounced at me.
I still want to hear what Slav...
Now that's more like it. We just wanted to warm up a bit, but Yeshek completely lost it. Left lower cup, lunge at the knee. They're all at full force, like he was trying to kill me. So I smacked him one. What else was I supposed?
Where exactly?
Where do you think? Right on the skull. I blacked out for a moment.
Yeah, he looked like he'd come... Ow! He struck down a...
Oh, come off it.
This bickering of yours is tiring. Doesn't matter who struck first.
Yeah, I'll have it.
If either of you knew a master strike, you might have come off a bit better. Or at least one of you would have.
Master strike?
Your armed brethren probably call it a Meisterhowl. You deflect an attack and strike your opponent in one move.
Oh, don't give us that. Nothing beats a good, solid smack in the teeth.
My thoughts exactly. We could still have a bout, though, eh, Yeshek?
I'm still pissed.
Oh, come on. I didn't mean... And anyway, I'm glad I ended up in the...
Yeah, no...
Who's Ludolf?
Our commander.
He's the only real knight among us, really. Came from
I'd love to see it one day.
Don't worry. You'll see it when we march out of here.
Well...
Thanks. By the way, if you run into Brother Carl, tell him not to take it. He's a good man. And if you wanted, I'm sure he'd let you train with us at the camp.
But watch yourself, so you don't... And Henry, before you go, when they were carrying me here, I dropped my purse somewhere along the way. It had all my coin in it, but I can barely stand.
Do you at least know...
They dragged me along the path by the ponds. At one point, I got snagged on some bush, so they were yanking me. It was near that stone well in front of the main entrance to the church.
All right, I'll have a look.
Thanks. Oh, I'm gonna die of boredom in here.
Can't you at least be quiet while you do it?
Try to calm down first. Where did you say it hurts?
Down here, under my belly. It's like someone stabbed me with a red-hot poker.
I see. It sounds like an ordinary, woman's matter. It usually comes with its fair share of pain.
What do you mean, woman's matter? This is different. Trust me, I can tell.
In that case, I don't know. I don't have the necessary theoretical knowledge for this.
I don't mind. I'll take anything you have. A bit of hogweed, at least. Or a leaf.
What's the matter? Do you need me to take you to the infirmary? You're writhing around like a worm in...
Forgive me.
I can't feel my legs.
Is there anything I can help you?
Who are you calling good wife? And no?
Then it's your lucky day. Tell me what's bothering you,
Well, it hurts like hell. Here. And the Holy Brother over there won't help. Only I'm regular as a vesper.
That's a... How long has it been...
It started the day before yesterday. Calamus, Yarrow. I even prayed to Saint... I even tried hanging from a ladder upside down so it could pass through me. All for nothing.
What were you doing before it...
Working like a dog I was. Who said I wasn't? Zdeněk? Besides, those stairs were bloody hard.
All right. All right. If you sat on cold steps for a while, you might have caught cold...
Whatever it is, I just want it... Or at least tie a knot in my...
I have this med... Here.
Are you sure about this? All right then. What the... It's coming from my belly. That swill must be... What did you do to me? Now I need a bucket for each end. If if I prefer the pain.
Maybe we could have a rematch once they let us out of here. What do you say?
With you? Forget it. Go train with Carl. He won't put up with your shit.
You're about as much fun as a funeral.
How do you feel?
Like I'm...
Don't worry.
What?
Because we need...
What?
The sickness.
I can't...
I'm not asking, just point...
looking, I think...
What am I...
That...
As you wish.
Wait.
What is it?
I'll
see what's...
Thank you.
So this is where they put the altar Voitor and I painted. Beautiful work. I'm sure people won't forget the name Voitor anytime soon.
rematch once they let us out of here. What do you say?
You. Forget it.
Young man.
You well?
Well?
And it's your...
What's going on?
It's about...
Shut up!
Head.
All right.
We were having... Well...
You're looking...
Yeah.
Either...
How did it happen?
We were... I didn't...
I see.
That she... I gave...
That's a...
I still want...
Now that we just... But yet all of... So I...
Where do you...
Yeah. Ow. He's...
Oh, come on.
This... Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If either...
Ask...
Your arm...
My thoughts...
I'm still...
Oh, and anyway...
Yeah.
Who's Ludo?
Our commander.
He's the...
I'd love to...
Don't worry.
Well...
Thanks. By the way, if you run... He's a good...
And Henry, when they were... It had all...
Do you at least...
They dragged... It was near...
All right.
Thanks. Look, maybe we could have a rematch once they let us out of here. What do you say?
I saw you came here with Master Albic. I suppose that would make you...
Yes. My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Benedict.
Yes.
Your room is at the... There's an alchemy work, though if he needs any...
Good to know. Is there anything I...
Who are you calling good wife? And no...
Then it's your... Tell me what's...
Well, and the whole only...
That's the... How long has it been...
Stop Calamus. I even tried...
What were you doing?
Working like... Besides...
All right. All right. If you sat on...
Or at least...
Wait here. I'll stop by the info...
God bless you.
got to pick the eye bright.
We can do without it for a while. Better to boil some water and prepare a fresh batch of digestive concoction.
But...
No buts. Can't you see how much work there is to do?
I do. I'm going.
Benedict?
You too?
It isn't for me.
I see. I told her I can't help. Understandably, there aren't many books on the topic.
This isn't about her time of the month. She says it hurts when...
Perhaps, but I still truly...
Thanks, brother.
God be with you.
Master, I need your advice. It's a bit...
Another fool on it.
It seems her,
Of course! This is just like the coldness in the lower abdomen. Inflammation of the urinary tract.
Aye. It sounds like all...
You don't see a case like this every...
So do you know what to do?
Not at all. I've never come across something like this. Usually, they only come and...
Well, she went to see Benedict, but he seemed even more...
I'm not surprised. Only a handful of physicians...
Such as?
That infertility is not necessarily the fault of women. As has been believed, the curse of Eve, to which all women are condemned, according to some people cross themselves.
Well, if Maddie ever goes into labour, I'll send her to you.
Of course. This calls for a concoction with soothing and diuretic effects. She should feel relief almost immediately, but I've heard it may cause delirium and facial...
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
It's the biggest castle in the world. Made from red bricks you can see from
Oh, sacre! This damn back!
Turns out in the end that the Right Reverend was right about the plague.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It could still be just badly cooked peas.
We treat flatulence all the time. Usually a bit of warm milk and 2 or 3 brisk laps round the infirmary do the trick.
Oof. That's not exactly a gentle method.
Well, on the other hand, it's tried and quick. If it works, Joachim won't have to worry about fertilizing.
See?
God bless you.
About that meds.
Tell me you've got good...
Here. If it's a
By all the saints. But, hang on.
Does it still hurt?
Not much. Ugh, lad, you saved my life.
Good to see you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Brother Petramil?
Yes, and...
My name's Henry. I'm accompanying...
Of course. The monastery grounds are... Would you like...
Yes, please.
Our monastery was the first Cistercian monastery in Bohemia, and is thus the mother of all our order's monasteries in these lands.
Son, and to the Holy Spirit for the gift of a new day and the strength for our holy service. Amen.
This is the gate to the monastery. Within the monastery grounds, you'll find the workers' dwellings, farm buildings, and fish ponds. And on the far side of the monastery, we've got an orchard and gardens.
I saw quite a few knights here. Do they live here?
Those are brothers of the Teutonic Order. The abbot offered them lodging while they're gathering resources in Kuttenberg for their next campaign.
I don't feel much like moving somehow.
Sigismund, knights. The abbot really tries to help anyone, doesn't he?
The rule of Saint Benedict commands us to help those in need.
But
I doubt Benedict meant the needy dressed in silk and steel. This is the kitchen. From here, Salarius Julian oversees the state of the monastery stores and the meals for the brothers.
Good to know where to come if I get hungry.
Yes. But please, try not to speak with the other brothers too much.
Why not? Have they taken a vow of silence?
The rule of Saint Benedict encourages the cultivation of silence. The brothers shouldn't be chatting idly, but rather turning their minds to work and to God.
What if I need something?
In case of need, of course you may speak to them. But for ordinary tasks and objects, we've developed our own gestures. You don't need to learn them, though. As a guest, you won't need access to such things. Let's continue the tour. Please, follow me. This is our monastery library and scriptorium. Brother Crispin, our librarian, does a splendid job. Our collection may not be the largest, but it's exceptionally colorful.
Can I borrow any books here?
Yes, but please try not to take them out of the library. We already have trouble with brothers not returning them. I think I myself might have a forgotten volume or two in my cell. It'd be polite to say something instead of just walk.
Spirit for the gift of a new day and the strength.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful...
This is the chapter hall. Here, Abbot Jan receives important visitors and pilgrims.
You mean like when Sigismund came?
Of course. That was the most important visit, and duty of recent years.
And what was his visit like?
We barely noticed His Majesty. He had his own wing for himself and his retinue. We're now returning it to a more appropriate state for the monastery's needs. Until then, it remains closed.
I'd like to continue the tour.
Certainly. Please, follow me.
Fuck me.
Next, we'll visit the beating heart of our monastery. Please, ignore the ongoing work. Welcome to the Church of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. It's the pride of our monastery, and the dominant landmark of the region.
Lord be with you.
What's with the hole in the floor?
Yes. That's one of the hazards of ongoing repairs. But that's not something a guest need concern himself with.
I understand. I won't poke around.
Thank you.
I've been staring at it from Kuttenberg. I'm glad to finally get to see inside.
And soon, it won't be the only spiritual beacon in the region.
What do you mean?
The Church of St. Barbara, being built outside Kuttenberg, belongs to a different parish. And so the spiritual oversight of Kuttenberg will be split between our two churches, as decided by the papal legate.
You sent for a papal envoy?
No one else could justly resolve the dispute, but a representative of the Holy See. And while his methods were unusual, he was a splendid diplomat. Let's continue the tour. There's not much left now. Did you notice the cemetery by the monastery when you arrived?
No. I was more focused on Albic.
I see. Then let me inform you. Over 10,000 bodies are buried here, and some were brought from over 100 miles away.
Dragging a body all that way? Why not bury them in the village graveyard?
Over a century ago, Abbot Heidenreich went on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land and brought back soil from Christ's tomb. Since then, people have come here in great numbers. After the plague and the wars of recent years, their numbers have only grown. We recently built the ossuary to have a place to lay the dead. These cells are reserved for brothers who hold an official position in the monastery.
And which cell is yours?
If you come through the garden gate, it's the first cell on the right. But I spend most of the day making rounds around the monastery, or assisting the abbot, who has his office above us.
Why are they here, specifically?
The abbot's study is upstairs, so we can be close at hand.
Greetings. God be with you.
Where does that gate lead?
To the gardens surrounding the monastery. If you ever crave solitude and natural beauty within the monastery walls, do not hesitate to visit.
Should we move on?
Please, this way. Next, I'm
always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
the last part of our tour. This chapel is where the abbot himself prays. The painting above the altar shows Archangel Michael, weighing souls on a scale. We see sinners cast to hellish beasts and pious souls rising to the gates of heaven.
But if I buy indulgences, I can avoid hell, right?
For lesser sins, yes. Remember, indulgences only lighten your soul and shorten your time in purgatory. But no matter how much you give to the church, indulgences won't save you from mortal sin. I'll now take you to Master Albic in the infirmary. Please follow me. To the right is the gate to the monastery wing used during King Sigismund's stay. We're still cleaning up after such noble company, so it's currently inaccessible. And here's the infirmary, where you'll find Master Albic. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Thanks, but no.
From red bricks you can see from miles away. It has 2 lines of defences, walls taller than the buildings in Gutenberg, with a great big cross above it all. That sounds beautiful.
Where the hell did the confessor get so many valuables? Something doesn't add up here. There's not much here. So where did the valuables come from? So that's why the Confessor wanted flowers from me. He must like them.
Greetings.
Blessings to you.
You'll have to explain. I expected all sorts in your cell, but jewelry?
You'll have to figure
That's... It was all about the jewelry from the start.
I didn't.
How did you even come by that?
Honestly.
So you...
That's...
Then how?
You know.
Well, then at least give me another hint.
I've pointed you
If you don't tell me more...
They have it, cat.
Wait, so someone really did steal that jewelry? And you confiscated it? Or...
Those are your...
Brought the flowers you...
May the Lord...
Here they are.
Thank you, lad.
Oh, I'm gonna die of boredom in here.
Can't you at least be quiet while you do it?
Greetings.
You're Zdeněk.
She's lying in the infirmary.
She's in a bad way. Master Albik is...
Oh, I see.
Who was Blazena close to?
She shared a room with Valerie. I had to say...
And how do I recognize?
Easy. She's the...
What sort of work does Blazena usually do?
All sorts. She's a maid.
Did she ever go into the monastery?
What would she do there? But she still manages to get...
What do you mean by that?
It'll sound terrible.
Whatever it is...
I think she's been stealing. Lately, food's been going... I was just about to throw her out.
Where does Blazena sleep?
What for? How do I know you...
Excuse me? I can bring Master Albik here if you...
All right. Blazena sleeps in the house across from the church, like most of the help. When you enter, go through the door on the right, then up the stairs.
I'll take a look there. And where do I find Valerie?
That's her, standing over there. But listen, don't tell her what I...
Good day.
Where did you say I'd...
That's her.
Thanks.
Greetings, sir. What would you like?
I need to find something out about Blazena.
Well, we share a room.
I'm helping the physician treating her, and anything I find out could help. I spoke to the steward.
You mean Zdeněk? What did he tell you about Blazena?
Well, he said he suspects...
That scoundrel.
How can you be so sure Zdeněk lied to me?
Because I caught him, I saw him going through Blazena's things.
You think he was looking for something?
Maybe. I saw him.
And do you know exactly what he took?
No. It was already getting dark, and the bastard's quick with his hand. Right after that, he slipped out and went down into the cellar outside.
Do you know where Zdeněk sleeps?
We live in the same house. Me and Blazena sleep upstairs. He's got a bed in the kitchen downstairs.
And what sort of cellar?
The entrance is in the yard, under the stairs. There's food down there, but mainly that there are a few rooms down there, and only...
Sounds like a perfect place to stash... But why would Zdeněk lie about Blazena?
I don't know what went on between them, but lately...
Now?
That's just grist to his mill.
Where did Blazena use...
All over?
Right, but that doesn't help me. Where did only...
Zdeněk gave her the pantry key.
And where is that pantry?
That same cellar I already told you.
Why would the steward want to get...
Isn't it enough that he's a scoundrel? Maybe he fancied her and she laughed in his...
Did Blazena have a...
That?
So someone's been sniffing...
I only ever saw her once, chatting...
Monks aren't supposed to talk to...
And I haven't told anyone but you about it, and you...
That'll do for now.
Right, but... How...
To be honest, I don't know myself.
And how is...
Honestly, it's not looking good.
Poor girl. Let's hope she recovers. I miss her high spirit.
See you soon, my friend.
Hate sweeping. So I've heard. She had a terrible fever. Poor thing couldn't even get out of bed. There's no talking to her either. She just kept babbling incoherently. I know. When the young novice Benedict...
That's a lot of coin.
He turned white.
Suspiciously much for a common maid.
What did he say? Nothing. He just rushed her to the infirmary.
Christ, so much dust.
These must be barrels from Lorca. That's a lot of water. What's Daniek using it for? Why is there wine spilled everywhere? Wine in a tub? It looks watered down to me. Could Zdeněk have poured water into it? Of course. Now I get it. Steward Zdeněk's watering down the monastery wine. If the abbot found out about this, he'd throw him out. I know you're watering down the monastery wine. I beg. Don't act like you didn't hear.
You feeling all right?
I saw your...
What?
And I know exactly why.
All right, all right. but not here.
Where are we going?
To the hop field. There's no one there.
I'm not going anywhere with you. We're talking...
Oh, come on.
No, come on.
Shh.
Well, you don't want anyone to hear?
All right. I won't say it. So what the hell do you want from me? Come...
Why did you lie to me about...
What's Blazina got to do with all this?
She didn't say a word, because she couldn't. And anyway, why was she...
Because one time I forgot to lock the...
So that's why you lied about her? You're a right bastard.
Go to hell.
They say you were rummaging through her chest.
What kind of nonsense?
Don't deny it. They saw...
I found a key in her...
What key?
It's for the monastery.
You mean you're selling?
No, it's the key.
But how would Blazena get something like that? Women aren't...
Yeah, I don't...
Oh, Christ.
That's it.
Then give me the key.
I don't have it on...
So where is it?
It's hidden. Where I keep the silver from the watered wine. I figured you'd want something in return for keeping quiet.
Keep the silver?
Really? Come with me. Come closer. I don't want to shout here.
So where's the key?
Here it is. Wait! Promise me you won't tell the abbot if I stay here at the monastery.
How useful?
As the steward, I can get all...
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
Kitty! Kitty!
Good day to you.
You're Brother Crispin, right? I'm here about Yaroslav. I heard he worked here as a translator.
Ah, yes. Poor Yaroslav. I pray daily for his recovery. God has blessed him with an extraordinary talent and a sharp mind. It would be a terrible... But no. Such...
My name is Henry.
Very well. What do...
What exactly was Yaroslav?
He's working on a translation of a book. He knows Latin, Italian, and French.
What book was it?
It's called the...
Could you tell me, please?
He has a cell in the dormitory upstairs. Then it's the fifth...
Fact. And what's the...
I've not read it myself. I'm not as well versed in it, but he spoke of it as a groundbreak. He even believed it might one day uplift the Christian people beyond. I thought it best to let him focus solely on the translation.
Where did Yaroslav...
Here, in the scriptorium, of course. You'll find his use. He spent so much time on it that it must be nearly done by now.
Well, it might still take a while.
Nonsense. Yaroslav's been working on it for weeks. He's probably got the rest of the paper.
Well, who here knew Yaroslav best?
Most likely, Brother Celestine. He helps with
Celestine, you say? Thanks.
Till we meet again.
Rudolph is planning to head to Commissar. Then, who knows where else?
I know. But I won't be joining you. I'm headed back. Then I'll help out at the Tropo Command. You what?
Did you have to brown nose for that?
You're Maz. Ludolf just knows how to appreciate and reward good service.
By getting rid of you, if ye say so.
When Ludolf leads you over the Polish mountains in the autumn, I'll think of you. Farewell then, my friend.
Safe travels.